What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystic's MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. So, it's funny. It's so hilarious when I get trolls commenting because it's a dead giveaway. I promise it is a dead giveaway when a troll trolls you. In any game, really, but especially this game, it's you know a real sense of stupidity. It really is. It's a sense of, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, so I might as well just go ahead and troll your ass. And that's fine, right? It literally is fine. If you want to try to troll, you might get a ban because I don't tolerate ignorance. Because when I hit top DPS in a raid, and then you say the comment like, oh, that 300 mil would be nothing in comparison to the meta. Like, you sound stupid as fuck. The reason being, all raids, alert from anything from duos all the way to raids, the mob's health. This dude. Sounds fair. Anyways, all the mobs. I didn't get to finish the one thing yesterday. I'll do it right now, so at least I'll get it in. But all the mobs and bosses' healths are preset based on the tier and the difficulty. So being top DPS doesn't change the fact that I was top DPS. Like, how much damage I do is relevant to what content I'm playing.
Get your hands off of me, golden coin.
That's the pretty much the gist of it. So that's why I'm like, I can't take these guys serious. When people help you, you'll still get credit for it, by the way. So don't worry about it. They're one of those little. So, anyways, I love when trolls come in and they expose themselves, because that's exactly what they do. They just are exposing themselves. It's like you're aware that of this, and you tell them, then they have nothing to say. Because you're an ignorant ass troll. Proof is in the pudding. I mean, I know you don't like it, but, you know, proof is in the pudding. You know? And dude's like, whoa, I've never seen you in looking for chat or anything. You know, because I literally try to stay away from the toxicity. I do go into groups once in a blue moon. Back in the day, I did do LFG because before we had to do that before the queue system. We didn't always have the queue system. That's why the LFG existed. Right? So the LFG literally existed because I'll help you, dude. We're going to get credit regardless. Just get the other one. God. They're running around like it's a rat race, and it's like, if people are there, just get her done. You get credit. Okay, good. Oop. I like help. Nope.
The gold ATM's now closed for
Anyways,
business.
yeah.
Go get a real
Dead,
job.
it's a, you know, they really do expose themselves. I think I can do the raid too, or the little foreman alert. I'll check. I think you can get clovers that way too. God dang it. I can finish my pub this year. Oh, the green.
Chump.
Oh, what the? A bouncer. I'm not going to get the one.
Time is
Yeah.
up. Super chump.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of people expose themselves, believe it or not.
Fast. Watch for fallen objects. Weight of the world got you down. No more golden coins for you.
Cool. Awesome.
Don't they have the golden rule on this dumb planet? That's my stuff. Fallen objects.
Alright. That's done. The pot's still there, so I have
Hey, the gold ATM is now closed for business. Go get a real job.
to. Awesome. I'll check that, see if we can do that. But yeah, you literally cannot take the trolls serious. You can't even take meta players serious. Like I said, it's clickbait. It's fucking goddamn clickbait. If you're watching these bitch ass meta players, you literally are glutton for punishment. You are.
Well, you haven't found enough. Find some
Let me
more.
check this out.
You made him happy. I don't know how many of
Oh,
those damn
no.
golden coins it'll
I
take
could
to
have
get him
swore
out of the
you
dimension,
could have done
I hope we reach that mysterious
that,
matter
but
soon.
I guess not. So, 1 second, I gotta switch. And then I love it because when people come in trolling, like, well, what are you, like a newbie to this game? I'm like, are you serious? I got 20 tunes. Like, I have 20 fucking tunes. Like, no. Like, I've been like, oh my, what the fuck? These guys are just, what the fuck? I'm like, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, y'all. Because what I think it was, what was it? When Elites got introduced. We didn't get even Elites until
How to tell you this, but Metropolis has been overrun
just a couple
with
years ago.
leprechauns.
Because before you didn't even have Elite.
By
You
a
didn't even
fifth-dimensional
have
being known
Elite
as Mr.
content.
Messias Pitalik. He
Right?
set up shop
So
in
when I go to
Pitalik
like
and
feats,
get him to leave.
and let's just go to classic game, just for example, just to show you guys. It'll have my time date on it. So my con doc was in 2013. And I even played before then because we were waiting for raids. I remember when we were waiting for raids. I was like, are raids out yet? And so my was back in 2013 too. So, and then I even have like stuff in 2012 when I was, when I first started, like at the end of 2012. But yeah, like, yeah, that's how long I've been on this game. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You guys are fucking, ugh. That one's a newer one. It looks like it. Oh, that's the. Oh, that's right, because I've been always a villain. Right there. There's a 7412. Right? Like, we didn't even have raids for a while. We didn't even have raids for a minute. A hot minute. We didn't. We didn't even have raids. Like, we had the content that we had, and we were waiting for them. We were still waiting for raids when this game launched. It didn't launch with raids. I didn't. And we got Kondak first before, Fortress of Solitude. And then that was broken into 3 different raids. And then we started getting tier progression gear and stuff. So, and you always had to look for group, because you literally was like, there was no queue system, so you literally had to be invited, and you were faction locked. You were totally faction locked. So, yep. And I always played villain, and I was a PC player. So this is a PC account. I was here during what raid is that? It was like a tier 3 raid. So when we did Swamp Thing and stuff, and that was actually a really cool raid. And I want to say it was a tier 3 or 2. Seeds of Rot and Unpaid Dues. And I was here when even Nexus came out. Nexus used to slaughter motherfuckers. And then I took a little break, and then I would come back, and I did all this stuff, and I'd catch up. But tier 1, this we did Kondak, Outer Caverns, Inner Sanctum. Those 2 came out. Then it was the subs. And yeah, so yeah, it's been a long haul for me. It's been a real on and off. Like I said, this was just my fun game. So this, dude. I don't know why they do that. I don't want to take damage though. Fuck taking damage while I'm just farming up some shit. Like, you'll get credit. So, yeah. Listen. I'm just telling you from experience and being a content creator. I mainly content create for ESO. I played multiple games, multiple MMOs, and I like I said, I got talked into becoming a content creator. Never really wanted to. I never really cared to be a content creator. Never wanted to be a content creator. Not a day in my life. But like, and I've never felt like I had to in this game. I mean, I covered like 1 or 2 things, how to like, do your CR stuff. So that was something. I'm not gonna get that last one. Those little fuckers are annoying. But yeah. Sometimes you can get it on the bounce. Oh, come on.
Hey, the gold ATM is now closed for business. Go get a real job. Still joy? Don't you like that?
I don't know why he's just hitting and going. Like, you get credit if people help you. See, some of these people don't even know that. And I'm like, what in the fuck is this dude doing? If you're working together, you actually get credit.
Super chump.
Like, I don't get it. I honestly do not get it. People are, you know, whatever. Oh, gotta do my villainous deeds.
Comes to an end today, punk.
But, yeah. You can't make it up. And there, like I said, there was no elite. So when I show you guys these rates, there was no elite. There was an elite forever. There was none. There was no such thing. And then all of a sudden they came out of it, and then you get these people who are being toxic. Shit. At one time, you couldn't even get groups that could complete the raids back in the day. Sometimes most of the raids used to get scrubbed. You'd have like probably like a couple hours just trying to find a competent group, because this was pre-artifacts, right? You didn't have even artifacts. It was just your gear that you were, reliant on. And I'm not saying the artifact system was bad. It makes the game unique, and it makes it fun, even more fun. The problem of it is it also brings out toxic people who think, oh, yeah, well, this is the meta, and then that's what forms the meta, because, is a bunch of opinions without calculation, right? That's what it is. And it's like Omega, I've said, Omega has a problem. When I was hearing about Omega, I looked at it, and I was kind of just calculated a couple things. I'm like, it's okay, especially AoE and, more proc damage. Sure, it's fine. It's nothing I want, but yeah, sure, I guess. And then everybody's like, it's meta. And I'm like, what? Why is it meta? I'm like, I think that's definitely way more dependent on your how much you're needing, in your power set, your toolkit, whatever is available for you, right? I was like, okay, that makes sense. That's why everything started coming out, is the lack of, like some builds, some power sets are heavy in AoE, and some aren't. Some power sets were heavy in dot, others weren't. So to accommodate all of this, artifacts were put in place, and now the iconics. So now you have capability of slotting in what you don't have in your toolkit, what you don't have in your, for your availability per power set. So that's what makes. But as far as like initial stats, most stats, depending on role, are preset. Stats based to role change based on, your role. And same thing with gear. Your gear progression. But like I said, the trolls in this game are a dead giveaway. They're a fucking dead giveaway. They're stupid. And I literally could say stupid. Because if you were all that, you would honestly know that every raid, duo, no matter what content you play, the health's preset. It's preset. The moment you say, oh, your 300 mil wouldn't compare to meta, and I'm number one DPS, or if I'm 5 mil and number one DPS, or whatever, if you're trying to diminish my top spot based on the damage done, right? The overall amount of damage done for that instance, then I know you're a troll. Everybody knows you're a troll. You're exposing your ignorance. That's why I tell people, don't take meta players serious. They're dipshits. That's proof right there. If you say I'm a meta player and then you try to rag on my top spot because of damage for an instance, and I'm like, Dude, there's only a few raids that have elite content, newer ones, obviously, but most raids don't. Majority of your older raids don't have elite content. So even if I do a newer one or an older one, if you try to diminish my top spot and I'm blowing, like someone does like 3 mil and I do 5, well, who's exposed? Me? No, fucker. I'm still number 1. You still can't take that away from me, you fuckhead. It just shows that you're fucking ignorant. Get the fuck out of here. You trolls. I don't listen to them. Like I said, do it for yourself. There's only a few content creators I would recommend here in this game. Multiverse has always been great. There is a tank, not Solaris. There is a female content creator, and she tanks. And she goes through guides on how to properly, the mechanics of tanking. Really good. I would recommend her, Multiverse. And there's one other person who just does the test, doesn't really get involved, doesn't even drop the word meta. Um, just says, and I don't think he's on par with Obsidian, because Obsidian did spreadsheets, right? So he tried to keep his opinion far away from the test results. And he would literally dump out every fucking artifact just to test one, so it wouldn't obscure the results. So there's no other content creator that's going to be like that. There's just not. Because that requires work. And Obsidian put in a lot of time to do it. So yeah, I'm just going to say this for the record. Majority of these meta players, as skilled as they are, they're ignorant as fuck. And their little following cult is just proof of it when they try to diminish your top spots. And it's like, it doesn't matter, dude. Proof is in the pudding. I'm number 1. I'm number 1. Even if I come in number 2, I don't care. I'm not competitive. If it gets done, it gets done. But I'm never in last if I'm DPS. But I mainly play support roles. Mainly, if I have to DPS, I do. But don't come in here saying, "Oh, you know nothing about DPS, motherfucker." I'll spank majority of your bitch asses. If I roll in, there's people who's got their shit together, and the only people who are gonna beat me who have max allies, because they don't have max allies. Those are the people who are gonna beat me. It's not gonna be people with Omega. It's gonna be people with top allies that are going to get that extra boost. That's it. So it's a numbers game. And I've said that if you have max allies and max hearts, there's not any content you can't do in this game. So yeah, suck it up, buttercups. It is what it is. Just because you can swipe a credit card and max everything out doesn't mean you're knowledgeable. You're just, following whatever trend you see, and you think you're all that, but then a person like me comes along and doesn't follow the script, and I'm still pulling numbers. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but kiss my ass. Have a nice day.